Okay, here we go. Tonic. I already told you tonic. The first note of the scale, the root of the scale, which could be different. So let's just clarify that. This has to do with the root of the scale. So if this is a C major scale, the root of the scale is C and tonic is C. If we did something like this, I'm just going to kind of skew our scale a little bit. Okay, here we have a scale. Tonic is still C. Why is tonic C? There are no accidentals here. So if we counted up all our whole steps and half steps, we would find out that this is a C major scale. Even though it's not starting on C, C is still tonic. And it is the root of the scale. So my scale is out of order, basically, is what I'm saying in this case. But tonic is still C because it is a C major scale. Let's undo that so it's less confusing. There we go. Okay, so C is tonic. The second scale degree is called supertonic. It sounds awesome, right? Supertonic. But all that really means is super, think of super as meaning like elevated, like Superman is like a man that is like better. Not better. Better is the wrong word. Supertonic is not better than tonic. Really, what it's literally saying is it's above tonic. It's one higher than tonic. There's actually nothing particularly super about 2. 2 is not an extremely powerful note, but we call it supertonic. The third one we call the mediant. And you might think mediant sounds like it's in the middle, right? Wouldn't that be somewhere around here, either our fourth or our fifth? No, because mediant, the reason we call it mediant is because it's halfway to one of our most powerful notes, the fifth. So the mediant is halfway between tonic and the fifth, which is called the dominant. We'll get to that in a second. So mediant is the third note. Actually, let's go to the dominant now. I'm going to come back to 4 in just a second. So the dominant, you've heard me say this before when we talked about in the previous class, when we talked about tendency tones, right? The 5, the chord built on 5 has a lot of special powers, right? It really wants to lead down to tonic. So we call this one the dominant because it supposedly dominates so much of music. The 5 is what kind of makes the tonic feel like tonic. So it dominates a lot of stuff. So we call that the dominant. So the mediant is halfway between the dominant and the tonic. Another way to think about that is how do we make a chord, right? Our most basic triad. We make our most basic triad with tonic, mediant, and dominant. That makes a C major triad in the key of C, right?